So help us understand what's under the ground down there. So, for instance, we say the word infrastructure will no doubt be used a lot tonight. What are we talking about?
The term infrastructure can have a lot of different meanings, especially related to water resources. So a lot of times it's good to think about its purpose. So municipal water supply and the pipes and the network system that's used for municipal water supply. But also there's a sewer network system that drains the sewage and that conveys that back to treatment facilities. And then there are other elements such as stormwater and stormwater runoff and the systems that are used to convey stormwater. And then even further, you have things like reservoirs and levees and locks and dams that are also part of our water infrastructure. So, so it can mean a lot of different things.
So the water comes in from the rivers, and then when it heads back out, sometimes it goes out together. You were talking about the.
Yeah.
Tell us what that's all about.
Yeah. So you know, there's the municipal water supply, and then once you use it, you have wastewater. You generate wastewater, and that is all conveyed through a sewer system to be treated before it goes back into a river system. And then you also have the stormwater that I talked about, and the stormwater is runoff from like parking lots and roads. And so this stormwater that's runoff will either go back directly into a river system through some pipe network system or channel, or sometimes it's combined with the sewer flow. And in that combined system, then all that water is treated before it goes back into the river. So it can either not be treated, the stormwater cannot be treated and go directly into the rivers and streams, or it can be combined with the sewer water, and all of that is treated before that's sent back into the rivers.
Okay, I tell you what, let's take a quick break because a big part of the tonight's show will be hashtag Stay Tuned STL. Let's check out what people are already saying. We'll come right back and continue this conversation. Okay, so picking up on what we were just talking about, a fact of our modern world is that a lot of our surface has now been paved, and it doesn't just, the stormwater we're talking about, the rainwater, the runoff of your roof, doesn't just kind of naturally flow back into the system of the earth. It goes into these pipes, but then it also combines with the sewer in some places. That can be a problem at times. Is that a fair thing to say?
That's a fair thing to say, especially in St. Louis. We have a couple different types of systems. Like I said, one system, the stormwater is conveyed directly into the river, and the other one it's combined. And if you have a really large flow events, sometimes those combined flows, the sewage and the stormwater, it kind of overwhelms the system, and the treatment facilities can't keep up with the amount of water, or you can't hydraulically convey that amount of water in the system, and then we have overflow locations where it essentially will outlet raw sewage into the rivers and the streams, which is not ideal at all, but unfortunately that's the system that we have, and those are the limits that we have on the system.
Of course, we can predict how much will be coming out of our homes. You can't predict how much it might rain on at a given time.
Exactly. Well, you can have some level of prediction, but there's a lot of unpredictability, and our system is what it is, and it just has limits on the capacity of what it can handle.
Talk about the age of our system a little bit, and is it, I don't know, is that a factor when we're dealing with these kind of things?
It certainly is a factor. Some of the systems date back to the 1800s, and so during that time, engineers and designers probably couldn't anticipate the amount of water that we would use, and then maybe just also the amount of urbanization that we'd have that would contribute to stormwater runoff. So all of these elements, you know, those older systems just were likely not designed for the conveyance that they're expected to handle right now.